Good morning and welcome to, I can't believe I'm saying this, the final cruise vlog of the Gold Cruisin series. I can't believe it's our last full day at sea already. It has both flown by, but also it feels like we've been on this cruise for much longer than we really have. It's been a 7-night cruise, but it's felt like a 10 or 11 night. But it's been so relaxing, so nice, so enjoyable. We've loved literally every second of it. And now it's time to explore on our final day at sea. We have a jam-packed day full of fun, excitement, and activities, but we can't start without a little bit of breakfast. And today we are trying the main dining room because we have not yet tried that for breakfast, and we are craving a little bit of Eggs Benedict, so that is where we're headed, to the main dining for breakfast. We are actually in the Silk restaurant for the first time, and here's a look at the main dining breakfast menu. I was eyeing some Eggs Benedict, so I think that's what I will probably go with. I'm starting this morning with a little Fruit Loop action because, I don't know, my inner child said that sounded like a delicious way to start the morning. These window shades just keep moving by themselves. It's very bizarre. Ghosts? Maybe. Now it's so bright. There they go again. What is going on? Crazy. I know I said I was excited for Eggs Benedict, but I went a little crazy and got something else instead. I got a breakfast bowl, which has seasoned potatoes, some veggies, and eggs on top, but I did get a side of hollandaise sauce to kind of make it like an Eggs Benedict, but instead of muffin, it's over seasoned potatoes instead. I am really happy I went with the breakfast bowl. It had potatoes, mushrooms, peppers, onions, spinach, and it was all so fresh tasting and super delicious. Loved a little kick of protein with the eggs on top, and I think adding the hollandaise sauce was like the chef's kiss. It made the dish super tasty, so very happy. Overall breakfast was really good, but our service was very, very slow. We got into the dining room around 8:15, 8:20, and it's around 9:30, and I had a bowl of Fruit Loops and a breakfast bowl. That is it. So just very, very slow. That's okay. The service was good. I think that they are just probably overwhelmed with the amount of tables maybe. But yeah, slower service, so add some extra time if you're coming to the main dining room for breakfast. But it is super fresh, super tasty, so I do think it was worth it. Since we're at sea, I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to show you all of the exciting things that Quantum of the Seas has to offer for your day at sea. They have a ton of fun activities and different entertainment options. So we're going to take you around on a little tour to show you how you can spend your day at sea. The ship does have several pools, and hopefully you can hear me because it is very windy and the seas are very rocky today. All of the pools have been turned into wave pools, and the outdoor pool is actually closed because there is so many waves that are making it absolutely crazy. We have done a lot of cruising, and we have even cruised in some really historically rough patches like in Alaska, and we have never seen seas this rough in Australia. Both our tenders and the cruise ship have just been wild. They even have seasickness bags out everywhere right now because people are getting very seasick today. If running or walking is your thing, on the sports deck, deck 15, they do have a walking and running trail, and they have a fun little conversion of how many times it takes to go around to do something like a 5K or a 10K, and it also gives you a little map of how to use the running or walking track. Quantum of the Seas also features this rock climbing wall, which has 3 different varying difficulties all the way up to the top, where you can then ring the bell and then rappel off. I'm not very good at this, so you probably will not see me doing this. All of the Quantum class ships all feature a different animal on the back as well, so don't forget to grab your picture in front of the animal sculpture on the back of deck 15. You can also choose to tackle Royal Caribbean's Flow Rider on many of their ships, which feature water shooting out at over 35 miles an hour, where you can choose to boogie board or even do stand-up surfing options. Many of the Quantum ships also feature Ripcord by iFly, which is a skydiving experience that you can do right here on the cruise ship at sea. One of my personal favorite sea day activities is a little bit of shuffleboard. The Cplex Entertainment Center is this really fun, versatile space. Today they are set up for laser tag, which we are going to do in just a little bit. But during our cruise, they have also had roller skating, bumper cars. They've had like basketball hoops set up. It's just like a very fun entertainment space, and it's a really, really cool entertainment venue on the ship. Just got done with a round of laser tag, and that was way more fun than I ever thought it would be. You get about 7 minutes of time, which in the laser tag is a lot more time than what you would really think. But oh my gosh, it was so much fun running around the inflatables. They divided the team into 2 random teams. So I actually got put on my own team, and then it was Josh and his dad on the other team. We did lose, they were victorious, and they got to claim the city. But overall, it was so much fun, and I highly recommend laser tag. It was totally complimentary, by the way, too. We didn't have to pay anything for it. So definitely check out laser tag if you are on a quantum ship. We decided to do something special for lunch today. We're actually going to do specialty dining, and we're doing Izumi, which is one of the like upcharge lunch experiences that they offer. It's like sushi and Asian cuisine. So I love a good sushi moment, so let's head to lunch. Here is the lunch menu for Izumi. So what's interesting, you can choose to purchase everything a la carte with the prices that you see here, or they also offer a prefix menu that you can get a small plate, 2 large plates, and 1 dessert. I got a Coke Zero for lunch, and look, they put a little heart on top of my straw. That's the cutest thing. I opted for the shrimp spring rolls, which came with an orange mandarin dipping sauce. These look super tasty. Oh, and then James gave me a chicken nugget. The spring rolls are super tasty. The shrimp tastes very fresh, very tender, and it's cooked perfectly. The spring roll is crispy and hot and tasty, and there's a little bit of cream cheese in there that really like balances out the flavor. And then you have the nice like sweetness of the orange mandarin dip. It's a really good appetizer. I really, really enjoyed that. For my first large plate, I went with the spicy, crispy shrimp roll, and it smells amazing. I cannot wait to dive into this. It took me all of 37 seconds to devour my sushi. It was so good. It's so fresh. And it had like the perfect crunch in it that you wanted. There was a little bit of heat to it too. I think there was like a chili sauce on top, and it has just a little kick to it that was so perfect. I love that sushi roll. That might be one of my favorites. It was actually our server's. It's her recommendation. It's her favorite. I think that might be my new favorite too. Included in the price fixed menu is a white miso soup, and it has so much aroma to it. Another case where I wish you guys had a little smell-o-vision because it smells incredible. For my second large plate, I went with a teriyaki chicken bowl. And the chicken is cooked once, and then they put the sauce on it, and then they fry it in a wok. And then the vegetables are also grilled with that same teriyaki sauce. And for dessert, I went with the mochi. They were out of a couple of flavors, so I went with a double order of the green tea and 1 chocolate mochi. Is there anything better than being on a cruise? Seas are rough, it's a little rocky, it's a little rainy, than just closing your cabin windows, making it nice and dark and cozy in your cabin, and just falling asleep. I just love a good nap at sea, and that's what we just did. I had a nice like 2-hour nap. That might be just like sleeping at that point. And now I'm dressed for dinner and tonight's activities. So tonight we have another upcharge dinner option, so specialty dining. We are going to Wonderland, which I'm very excited for. We did it on our cruise with Quantum in Alaska a couple of years ago, and I'm very excited to go back. But until then, we are gonna go wander around, see what's going on in the ship. One of the biggest questions that I get in the comments and DMs all the time from you guys, my friends, my family is, 1, how do I start planning a trip? And 2, how do I make sure that I'm getting the best value for my hard-earned vacation? And I think one of the best ways that you can save time and money on your next vacation is by using a travel professional. Thank you for the sponsor of this portion of the Gold Cruisin series, Curly Girl Traveler. Betsy is a travel expert and can make sure that you are getting the best deal possible for your vacation and save you the stress of trip planning. As an avid Disney and cruise lover, she can make sure that your next trip to the theme parks, to an all-inclusive resort, or to the high seas is a breeze. And best of all, there's absolutely no charge at all to use her services. In fact, she may even have a few extra perks or benefits for booking with her that you won't get by booking alone. To get started on planning your trip with my friend Betsy at Curly Girl Traveler, check out the link in the description or feel free to scan the QR code on your screen. Bon voyage! And back to today's video. One thing I'm going to miss so much about the cruise is the unlimited ice cream. It's gonna be hard to get used to not having unlimited ice cream at home. The waters were so rough today that they've actually drained the outdoor pool because it was just sloshing around like a crazy wave pool. You can kind of see it sloshing around in the kids' play area back there. It's been some very, very rough seas today. North Star is like an observation, like tower ride thing that takes you up and over the water, about 300 feet above the water. We did it in Alaska and it's absolutely incredible. I'll put in some like pictures or videos if I can find them here for you guys so you can see what it's like. And we found out that one of the glass panels on it actually broke and they won't be able to fix it for about another year. They have to wait until it goes in a dry dock in a very specific port to be able to lift one of the specialized panels in with a crane in one of their docks, and they won't be able to do that until it's out of service, and it's not scheduled until after their next Alaska season. So if you're coming on Quantum of the Seas in 2024, chances are you won't be getting on the North Star. We decided we haven't done the Bionic Bar yet, which is a robotic bartender that's going to create a drink for us, and we figured we would do this before we go to Wonderland. So we logged in here and we are going to choose a drink, and we're going to find a drink that sounds good to us. I think Island Breeze sounds good. It's Sprite, Blue Curacao, Midori Melon, Malibu, and ice. It is $13. Not really sure how we press not sure how we press confirm. Okay, there we go. We finally figured it out. And then you just click order. Order has been sent. Wait time is 1 minute. And then to make sure that you are the person picking up the order, you have to go up, tap your key card, and then it will give it to you. We got our menu, but strangest thing is it's blank. Sorry about the frame rate too, but they told us it's a magic menu and they gave us these magic paint brushes. Our server, they call it the culinary guide of the restaurant. He is going to choose 6 or 7 appetizers which come from the sun, fire, and ice portion of the menu. He's going to do 5, 6, or 7 of them for the table to share, and then the ones that are individual, he bring those for us. We are going to put our trust in our server, Stefan, to bring us the best appetizers, and then we are going to choose one entree from the Earth and Sea menu, except the liquid lobster, because he said he's going to bring that out for everybody. So that's how tonight is going to go. We're putting our trust in our culinary guide.
Henry and Mildred, they decide to surprise you with some nice boiled egg. But this is not only boiled egg. My chickens boil this egg, then they cut on the half. They move yolk from inside, and they put inside half log, spicy mayo, blue cheese, and sriracha on the top. Thank you very much. This burnish around is made from catfish pasta ice cream. This is our crab cones. Down is a little piece of crab meat, avocado puree on the top, and in the middle is wasabi. Secret drink. Just pretend that you are on some nice party, madam, and you drink tequila. Just pretend that it's tequila inside and you just drink like a shot of tequila.
I think we ended up trying 5 different appetizers. My favorite one was the bird's nest, which was like a deviled egg, and it had it was like smoked with blue cheese and hot sauce on top, and like the egg was cooked perfect. Like the texture wasn't bad at all. Like, oh my, I couldn't even get over how good the texture of that deviled egg was. And I loved like the little crunchiness that it came on. It was like the perfect little garnish. Absolutely loved it. Next favorite was the crispy crab cone, which had crab meat in the middle, and then it was topped with an avocado mousse that was light and delicate and delicious. And at the end was a little heat with a little wasabi at the bottom, which I thought was super tasty and fun. My least favorite, the tomato water. That was just not for me. I'm just not a tomato fan. That is just not me. I don't like tomato soup or tomatoes really on anything, so just not for me, but I did it. So I tried it. I also really loved the jumbo shrimp. It was super crispy and it came with like the spicy mayo on it, and it was just absolutely delicious. And then they brought over liquid lobster topped with caviar, which was absolutely phenomenal and incredible. All of it was so good so far. The garden dish was something I've never had before. It was really tasty. It was like just vegetables on top, but it was made with this olive soil, and then they like topped it with snow, which was like type of like ranch dressing, but like a little bit creamier and like more mayo based than ranch, but it was really tasty and I really enjoyed that. Even the palate cleansers here are crazy. It was a lime that's been hollowed out with pieces of tuna in it, and then on top of it there was this delicious lemon sorbet and topped with caviar. So what you did is you moved the sorbet from the top, took out the tuna, put it on a cracker, and you ate that first, and it was like this delicious light tuna flavor with this lemon that's been like absorbing the lemon flavor, and then you eat the lemon sorbet as like your palate cleanser, because now we're heading to the main course. My main dish, chicken, was cooked absolutely perfect. It was so well marinated and seasoned and so tasty. It was juicy, tender. I can't get over how delicious that chicken was. And the mashed potatoes were great. And the best part of the entire dish was that crispy chicken skin that they toss in the potatoes as well. That was just phenomenal. Can't wait for the best part is yet to come, which is going to be the dessert.
Oh, it's one of those. Just believe in magic.
Abracadabra.
Hocus pocus. Holy moly.
That's a lot of sauce.
I am beat. We have had three incredible desserts. We started off with like this mushroom thing, and I think I forgot to get video of it, so I'll try to put in a picture of it here. But it was like a pistachio gelatin that was absolutely delicious with meringue and had, I think, macaroons on it, which was incredible. There was a chocolatey dessert that you guys got to see it like disappear with like the peanut butter ganache, I think is what it is, which was insane. It's very chocolatey, very, very sweet. So if you like chocolatey things, it's for you. I'm not a big chocolate fan, so it's not my favorite. My favorite was like the apple dessert, which had, I think it was like a blueberry gelatin in the middle with like a lemon curd. It was just delicious. I absolutely loved that one. That one was my absolute favorite. Okay, so the forbidden apple was a raspberry cremeux, brown butter crumble, and yogurt ice cream. But there was definitely a lemon curd in there he told us about, which was absolutely phenomenal. So it wasn't a blueberry, it was raspberry flavored. It was super tasty. Also wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to our server, Stefan, who was absolutely phenomenal. He's incredible. Ask for him if you guys come to Wonderland, because he was incredible. And he just subscribed to the channel, and he's gonna share the channel on the ship. So thank you so much. It means the world to me. After an incredible meal at Wonderland, we got changed into some comfy clothes, and we have decided that it is time to play some cards on the final night of the cruise. We're gonna play Phase 10. Comment below if you guys know what Phase 10 is, and we've opened up a bottle of sparkling Moscato, and we're just gonna relax and enjoy the final nights of the cruise. Hello friends, welcome to my office, welcome to my corner. I know I just said that the cruise isn't over until they kick us off, but unfortunately it's coming to an end for you, because this is going to be the last like official cruise vlog, last cruise vlog here in Australia. There will be more vlogs coming in this series. There's a couple more things coming up. The next vlog you're going to see is us traveling to Sydney and doing the Sydney Harbour Bridge climb and whatever other activities we get into in Sydney. We have a couple of bonus vlogs coming in California, Disneyland Resort, which will feature both Disneyland and California Adventure. And then also we're going to spend some time at Knott's Berry Farm before flying back home. So I just wanted to give like a quick recap of what did I like about Royal Caribbean, because this is our first Royal Caribbean cruise on the channel, my second one overall, and what are some things that I didn't like, because there were a few things that I didn't love. The things that I loved, one was the service. I think this has probably been one of the best service cruises we've ever had. We've had great interactions with the staff, especially our serving team. They were incredible. The Wonderland server, he was phenomenal. He did such a great job tonight. And I was just absolutely blown away by the service that we've had here on Royal Caribbean. It really matches things like Disney and Virgin that we've been on, and we've been so pleased with all of the staff. The food was a huge win in my book. I've read a lot of comments about how the food isn't really up to other cruise lines like expectations, and I think for me the food really surpassed any expectation I may have had, and I think they did a phenomenal job with the menus in the main dining room. I love the set dining time, so I got to keep my same serving staff throughout the cruise. That was great. And of course, Wonderland was incredible. But even like the quick service, I thought everything tasted really fresh for the most part, and I really enjoyed most of the food that I had. And I think the ship is beautiful. I think Royal does a really good job of keeping up and making sure things are clean, well kept. They obviously take a lot of pride in their ship, and overall just very, very happy with our experience. Some things I didn't love. One is the nickel and diming that you really get on Royal Caribbean. And I think it's because we have done mostly Virgin and Disney, who it's like the price that you pay is the price that you pay. And when I say nickel and diming, the things that I mean are like the soda package, the drinks package, the coffee card. The shore excursions are really, really priced really high compared to other cruise line excursions that we've done. And that was like a big turnoff for us. Some of the tech on the ship, they're just not keeping up with it. And unfortunately, they won't be able to fix those things until it's in a dry dock. And that means like 18 months these things will be out of service. And the things that I'm talking about are like the North Star, where it has to go to a dry dock so that a specialized crane can come in and repair it. The bionic bar was also broken, and just like a couple of other things that were just like obviously not functioning. And we were told by crew that it unfortunately won't be fixed until it goes to dry dock almost a year from now. Something else that kind of fell short of our expectations was Coastal Kitchen, which is the suite only dining. So I really expected it to be an elevated experience, both in terms of quality of food, service, etc. And it really wasn't. It really almost was like a step down from what we were used to in the main dining room. And it just wasn't our favorite menu. Maybe we just went on a bad night, like a bad menu night. I'm not sure, but that was just our experience. And yeah, I didn't love Coastal Kitchen here on the ship. Would I try it again? Probably. I guess like speaking of suite restaurant, I would say I love this room. We're in a junior suite on Quantum of the Seas, and it's been a phenomenal room for us. I really love the extra space, the extra balcony space that you get. The split bathroom is really nice. And I would absolutely love to sail in this room again. And what's great too is if you are a Crown and Anchor member, instead of just getting 1 point per night, you actually get 2 points per night, which is great. And so we can earn our loyalty status even faster. Some things that are like not cruise line specific were the people. So overall, Australia has been so kind to us, and we absolutely love the people. The people on the cruise were so friendly. The kids on the ship for the first 2 days were unruly at best, and they were obnoxious. They were ding dong ditching, knocking on doors, and I get it, kids are going to be kids, but this stuff was happening at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the doorbell for these rooms are so loud that you're awoken out of a dead sleep, and it's just very difficult for me to fall back asleep. But I will say Royal did an excellent job, because we did end up reporting it because it happened so many times. We reported it to guest services. Security actually watched the camera footage, tracked the kids who were partaking in these activities, tracked them back to their room, had a conversation with their parents, and then they followed up with us, which I thought was really great, to let us know that they did find out who these kids were who were running around, taking the do not disturb magnets off of the doors, knocking on doors, ringing doorbells, and running away, and just being very, very loud and just not thoughtful to the other guests that are here on board. And after they did that, we actually have had zero problems, which is great. So I think Royal handled it really well, but we did have some issues the first couple of days with kids on the ship. And that will lead me to my point. So what is my cruise of choice? So far I've sailed with Disney, Royal Caribbean, Virgin, and Carnival. And right now I think for me, my favorite has been Virgin, and I think that's just for the value that you get. When you pay a price, it's almost all inclusive, which I think is great. You don't have to think about what you're spending on vacation. I love that there aren't any kids like doing those like nonsensical things that are just super annoying and bothersome on a vacation. So yeah, I think that there's probably a lot more Virgin voyages to come on the channel because that's been our favorite so far. I would love to bring you guys more cruises too, so let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. I would love to bring a Disney cruise to the channel one day. I would also love to get back on Carnival, either the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, or the Jubilee. It has a roller coaster at sea. I am Cruisin''Coasters, so it would be great to bring you guys a roller coaster at sea on a cruise ship. I think that would be a lot of fun. So let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this cruise series. Let me know what you think of this series so far, and what you guys thought about the cruise through Australia. It's been a lot of fun, and really enjoy reading all of your guys' comments and what you guys are saying so far. But would love to know in the comments below what you guys are thinking so far. Where do you guys want to see us to go in the future? And I guess like this is a good time to share. Today was a lot of fun at the day at sea because we actually spent most of today, well, we spent a few hours today planning our big trip for the summer. So little teaser there that is basically planned, and I'll be announcing that shortly. So I think this video is coming out in mid-May, and I'll be getting ready to announce that trip quite shortly. Thank you guys so much again for watching. If you made it this far through all of my blabbing, I'm waiting to eat my pizza. I've talked while smelling this pizza this entire time. So thank you guys for being patient. I'm gonna go eat my pizza now. Make sure you guys give this video a like to fight the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you want to see more cruise or coaster content like this. Keep cruising and coasting. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.